I'm back, and so is the Brasileirão. This year, we're gonna have the King Brasileirão in homage to the death of King Pele, and I will just be telling you guys everything there is to know about this year's Brasileirão. First of all, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. I've never asked this before for you guys, but I'm gonna be asking today. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Make sure to hit that like button. Let's get into it. So, for the Brasileirão this year, we're going to be keeping the old teams. However, the following teams have fallen to the second division from last year's tournament. Ceará, Atlético Goianiense, Avaí, and Juventude. In that order, they've all gone down to the second division of Brazilian football. They're going to be playing this year's Série B. And if you would like to follow them, please watch Série B. I unfortunately do not cover the Série B, but maybe in the future I might start covering it, make a second channel to cover it. Let's see. If we get lots of support on this channel, maybe we might get a Série B following also. So, the teams that came up. First place was Cruzeiro. They are a team which has history, had been a team which had never fallen to the second division for a long time, then fell, stayed a few years down there, and now are back up. They are owned by R9 Ronaldo, and they're rolling. They don't have much money. They're still in quite a bit of debt. I think 2 billion reais, which is about 500 million euros. It's a lot of money they're in debt in, but they're getting their stuff in position, but they're still not a big team like the next ones. Now, for second place, I'm not sure exactly, but I think it was Grêmio. So I'm going to talk about Grêmio. It could have been Bahia. It was either Bahia or Grêmio. But let's talk about Grêmio first of all. Grêmio are a team which have won the Libertadores recently, like not that long ago, like 2017, 2018, 2017. They played even the Club World Cup against Real Madrid, which, like, funnily enough, I'm wearing a shirt for Real Madrid. They have recently, this year, acquired Suarez, which you guys should know. Suarez, ex-Barcelona, ex-Liverpool player, won a few Champions Leagues. A few Champions Leagues. I think one, actually, but he's won Champions League, big name out there. They have brought him in, and let's see how they do this year. Then we have Bahia. Bahia, they've also built quite a good team. Grêmio, they're not acquired by anyone. They're not acquired by anyone, but they're a historic team. They have money, and they have money to spend. That's why they've spent it in, like, Cristaldo, Suarez, a bunch of other people that they've brought in. But Bahia, they are also, like, historically, they've been in the first division a lot in the Brazilian league. Even the year that they fell, they even beat Santos 2 games. Santos, which is a big team. They've repeatedly done well. It's just they fell, and yeah, they have been acquired by City. The group City, yes, Manchester City, that group. They are now called Bahia City, but that's not the main thing. They have brought in players like Kaique, the attacker from Manchester City, a bunch of other players with the money they've been given by the City group. And last but not least, Vasco, which have spent a good amount of money, but not as much as Bahia and Grêmio. Grêmio and Bahia can actually compete in the top flight, whilst Cruzeiro and Vasco might be competing in the lower bit of the Serie A. Like, they might be competing with teams like Santos, São Paulo, teams like at that level, like in the middle, maybe lower bit. Recently, these teams, that's where I would put Cruzeiro and Vasco. Grêmio and Bahia, I could even argue they could be up, but maybe Bahia a little bit closer to the middle, whilst Grêmio could be quite close to the top. But Vasco is the last team. They've also not spent too much, but they're owned by a group. I'm not sure the name of them. It's a few numbers. It's a group. They have money. It's just that money hasn't been spent too much recently. They just compete quite well in the Carioca, I'm not gonna lie. They were able to keep their front against Flamengo, but still lost. But yeah, I think these are the teams that are going up. I'm sure actually these are the teams that are gonna be playing this year. And yeah, first match for Grêmio is outside their stadium because they have a suspension of playing inside their stadium because they're a match against Cruzeiro, actually, a match against Cruzeiro in the Serie B. They had fans entering and stuff like that, so they've gotten a suspension of playing in their stadium. So their first game against Santos will not be in their stadium. But that's it for this video. It was just a short introduction video for the Brasileirão this year. I will be posting post matches, like post rounds, not post matches, post rounds, like last year. However, I'll be adding some more few videos because I want to start getting this channel rolling and rolling and rolling. I had to stay off a little bit for the start of the year, but that was because it's hard to get something out of Brazil in the first few months because there is the state championships, and those I don't want to touch upon. I did say I was going to touch upon maybe Paulista and Carioca, but I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it because it's hard to touch upon those because there's not really many teams that I might not know about. I have to study a lot. It's very hard for me to get into like these state championships. But okay, that's it pretty much. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Remember to stay tuned and goodbye.